plus 6 for that.
Okay, Assalamu alaikum warahmatullah, everybody. Faisal, Jazakallah. I think we all are in. What we can do, Faisal, is I can make you the host and you can start sharing the screen for me. Is that okay? So you'll have a good lesson for us as well.
Although your voice needs to be a little more louder.
Louder? Okay,
Yeah.
hold on. Maybe uh, just check now since you're in also in
Yeah.
audio. Yeah, it's better now, right?
Yeah.
Okay. What I want to do is I want to share my screen, but I also thought I'll make you the host so it's good learning and practice in what we are doing. Is it good? Shall I make you the host and you'll just immediately share the screen with me?
Yes.
Okay. We have a couple of minutes. I'm just making it the host just for the. You can use the chat, disable, enable, whatever you wish to, and make me the co-host and allow me to share my screen. That's all you have to do. Although you are the co-host right now, I'm just making you the host for the time being. Okay, you're the host now, Faisal. You can make me a co-host and allow the screen share for me.
Okay, done.
Fantastic, fantastic. Shall we just do a quick introduction? Shall we? Okay, I'm just my screen is out here, up and ready. I'm sure you all can watch the screen now. Can you? Can you watch the screen, Faisal?
Yeah. Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
I'll just request everyone you can undo your video if you want to, and we can get started. This is for parents. The videos I think I see a lot of children also, so it's more for a parent session. So all of you can go call your mummy and daddy, and it is about how they become better. Inshallah, your sessions we have done enough of life skill sessions, so it's a culmination for the parents part. And there's some kids here. Faisal, we can just also stop some videos if they are on too many videos.
Although your
So
voice again.
no, I am speaking a little slow. I'm just
Okay.
no. Hold on. I'm just waiting for a couple of more people coming at 6:02. We'll start in
Yeah.
3 minutes time. Yeah, we'll just start in
All
three
right. All
minutes
right.
time.
Okay. All
So
right.
that would be much better. What do you suggest? Before I get started, there are some couple of interesting videos of last few months. We can just share that with you, and then we'll go ahead. But you can also share the schooling video if you want to, if you have it.
Yeah. Okay. I'll do that.
Yeah, you just take a minute and share that.
Steve Jobs had a dream, a school on cloud.
Faisal, we have to share that.
Perhaps
Yeah.
he was too early for his time. But I don't know if he were today, would he be on
Is it
cloud
audible now?
nine?
Is it audible to everyone? Or
Steve
can you
Yes.
hear
Jobs
Yeah.
had
this?
a dream,
Yes. Yes.
a school on cloud. Perhaps Steve was too early for his time. But I don't know if he were today, would he be on cloud nine? Seeing the entire school system online, the learning that's happening, Zooming our lives, Google Classrooms, meetups, and everything that a student is doing from the comfort of their house. Yes, the online world is more real than it ever was. Imagine the power of school now at the very homes. And this is true what we are calling the homeschooling. To be able to connect, to laugh, to revise, revisit the lessons, have fun, and still not miss out on the learning. This is what homeschooling is about. For homeschoolers, this is an everyday reality. They do high five virtually, they shake hands and they smile, and then they enjoy the learning through every academic process that we know of. Just take the example of Zayan, our own Mr. 360-degree, the self-professed ABD fan. That's ABD as well as for those who do not know. He is witty, smart and articulate. So what do the homeschooling do? Using his cricket aptitude, the teachers have created curated lesson plans on maths, where the pitches explain parallel lines and run rates teach equations. Also on his home, in social, he learns about Kashmir willow used to make the best bats in the world, and why are New Zealanders called the Kiwis and the South Africans the Springbok. Zayan reads biographies of his favorite cricketers to prepare for an English lesson, and keeps up with the best diet in the science class so he's fit for the real life sciences. Welcome to the world of homeschooling and explore and ask us what are the homeschooling sessions. Reach us at Golden Sparrow Unschool@gmail.com.
That was an introduction to homeschooling.
All right, so we have a little formal introduction though. Perhaps if Kausar is around, you can just, Faisal can unmute her and we can get started with it. Okay,
You are muted.
so brother Muhammad, Muhammad Taib, you can unmute, you can stop annotating, or else probably we'll have to just remove you. So please undo the annotation. Kausar is here. We can get started, Kausar. Kausar is not here. It's okay. Welcome everybody, and thank you so much for being part of this parenting session. I'm your host Dawood Waeed, and probably this has been a small community work that we've been doing. We do know each other very well. Most of you are my good friends. Most of you are aware of the work we've been doing over the years. So what I'm going to do is, this is a culmination of few things. One of them is we had a very lovely session on life skill. The course on life skill was very successful, and I thought we would like to tell the parents how wonderful your students were, but it would be unjust if I do not even teach something to the parents, because अब आपके बच्चे बड़े smart हो गए हैं, they know a lot of life skill, but do we become smart as parents? So I said, why don't we do a session called Mindset Parenting? Mindset Parenting is a program, a very small session. Along with that, I wanted to also introduce something. We just saw a video about the homeschooling. So probably in the next 40-45 minutes, we'll be doing some presentation with you. And as we go ahead, we'll start talking about what this entire program is about. So I call it the brain games. जब हम शुरुआत करते हैं, when we start something, and I'll keep using both the language, it's very simple. It's an easier program to start with. One of the things we do is, parents are experts, है ना? Especially, you can touch a child and you can know if a child has a temperature or not. You can see a child and you can find out if a child is hungry or not. आपका बच्चा बाहर से आया तो आप देख के बता सकते हैं कि ये खुश है कि नाराज होके आया. And for by this parent, what kind of parent, what gender do I mean? Fathers or mothers? Yeah, mostly. So आप अपने आप में जवाब दे रहे होंगे. You can use the chat if you want to. If anybody said fathers, I think absolutely अपने आप को शाबाशी दीजिए. But most time I get answers is mothers. Thank you. I even get the answers on the chat, and that is all saying it's the moms, right? So fathers, at least वो इतने aware हैं. Vaguely they know the children, they name the ages. Most fathers, if they know the date of birth, it is an achievement for the fathers. This is how we are looking at. By the way, I wanted to know from your research. My research continues as we go ahead. So I wanted to know from all of you, how many of you here are the firstborns, or the only child of your parent? Let me start the easy one. So, Jazakallah, Brother Rahman. Yeah, I know I was starting on a lighter note, but I'm sure we are fathers like that. And with you, me, and Brother Faisal, at least 3 fathers अच्छे हैं. How many of you are firstborns? Like only child, firstborn and only child rather. Firstborn and only child. That's important. Yeah, I am also a firstborn, but I have a brother after me. So, सिर्फ एक ही बच्चे अपने माँ बाप के. Which ones? Anyone here? You can use your chat. You can raise your hand. You can just show a thumbs up, and that will be interesting. Okay, all right. So if you're grown-ups, and I keep saying this is a grown-up session, it's for parents, so it's not for teenagers or children. If you're the firstborn, and this is what research says, you were so bad, the parent decided not to have any children after you. And how many of you are second ones? If you're a second child, the parent had such a bad firstborn that they decided, okay, let us have one more, and after that, no more. You know, honestly, in all lightness, what I want to talk about is पेरेंटिंग एक ऐसी चीज है जिसमें कोई सही गलत जवाब नहीं है. हम स्टीरियोटाइप कर देते हैं हम पेरेंट्स को. वी कैटेगराइज देम एज फर्स्ट बॉर्न, सेकंड बॉर्न. एक्चुअली देयर इज अ रिसर्च व्हिच सेज सेकंड बॉर्न्स आर रिबेल विदाउट अ कॉज. So they are rebels, but they have no cause sometimes. And you can look at the research of it. Where does all this research come from? ये कहाँ काम आता है? So I thought I will start with a little conversation where this is what we say. The moment you're talking about what is parenting, ये जो बात हम कर रहे हैं, हंसी मजाक की शायद बातें कर रहे हैं, we just talking about some interesting concept. This itself is a growth mindset. And I was just doing a session for some people here. I said, if you keep telling yourselves एक चीज आप एक अपने आप को बार बार कहते हैं, people start believing in you. तो आप लोग बिलीव करें कि नहीं कि मैंने बिलीव कर दिया कि I'm a growth mindset coach. और इतना तो हो गया कि मुझे अपने आप को फायदा हो रहा है. Remember the language you speak to your children. आप क्या बात करते हैं अपने बच्चों के साथ? आप क्या language करते हैं अपने साथ? Right? So we are talking about very important part. Kausar, thank you, and I'll get you in the Q&A session where you are my team member, and Kausar is a young girl. I want to talk to you about the education you've been hearing. And hold on, so probably you just have to be just patient here, and your parent can attend the session if they want to. Growth mindset is when you tell your child that they are champions. The growth mindset is when you tell your children that आपके अंदर उतनी ताकत है. You know about a child, but how will you know about a child? How would you do growth mindset when you don't know how a child thinks? अगर आपको यही नहीं मालूम कि बच्चा कैसे सोचता है, how will you trust yourself to train a child? And overall, we are very good parents. So far, so good. Our kids have become better. We are doing very good work. So we are talking about very simple concept, and this is my concept to you. Will you trust a car to a mechanic who has never opened a bonnet? आपकी गाड़ी खराब हो गई और आप वो गाड़ी मैकेनिक के पास ले जा रहे हैं और उसको यही नहीं मालूम कि बोनेट खोल के करना क्या है. Or I'll take one step further. Will you trust a heart surgeon who has never done a heart surgery? कभी भी नहीं की उसने, मॉक भी नहीं किए, ड्रिल भी नहीं किया, प्रैक्टिस भी नहीं किया है. डॉक्टर्स की तो पूरी जिंदगी प्रैक्टिस ही बोलते हैं हम लोग. बट विल यू ट्रस्ट समबडी हु हैज नेवर डन समथिंग? हाउ कैन यू ट्रस्ट अ टीचर और योरसेल्फ टू ट्रेन योर चाइल्ड हु हैज नॉट अंडरस्टूड व्हाट इज इन द ब्रेन? That is what brain power is all about. That is what mindset parenting is about. आज हम 3 छोटी-छोटी कहानियां पढ़ेंगे, and today's session is a very light-hearted session. I was very relaxed. कुछ करने को नहीं था तो I started wearing these jackets, but otherwise I'm still in my t-shirt. I'm still in the house, and it's a very relaxed. I can see most of my friends out here. I can see people I know. We are talking about simple concept that how do you learn about parenting? How do you learn about mindset if you don't know what mind is about? If you don't know what mind does, what mind works. And today we are going to talk about simple concepts of mindset parenting. एक बहुत प्यारी example है. This is on research. How does your mind work? Let me do an experiment with you. You see the screen here. You see a lot of colors out there. I want you to quickly name the colors. What is in the color, not the name. So yellow नहीं बोलना है आपको color बोलना है. Quickly read out as loud as you can. आपको कलर से आपको immediately. So it is green, red, and you know what I'm talking about. Green, red, blue, and that is how the whole thing goes. Quickly do it. Yes. And time yourself कि आपने कितनी गलती की, कितने इसमें किया आपने. All right, this is good. I think quickly tell yourself loudly, get your children, do it as a fun game. I can always share this wonderful thing with you. And that is where our first example will start. छोटे-छोटे games हैं, छोटे-छोटे ideas हैं. But to teach you about brain and mind, how does it work? This is a beautiful game. All right. Did you get stuck? कहीं आपको अड़चन आई, परेशानी हुई, or you're doing good? So what are you doing? Let me read the last two lines for you. The last two lines. Yes. Okay. Doing good. It's nice. So you can unmute if you want to, and these are the last. Okay. Got stuck 3 times. Fantastic. All right. Yashveen is doing wonderful, I think. Go ahead. Go ahead. Keep telling the chat on so I know that you're there. Wow. Not even one wrong, but slow. Okay. Fine. Got stuck. So you all are being honest with yourself. Now, what happened is I am forcing your both hemispheres of the brain to work together. You know, this has never happened in our life. कभी कभी क्या होता है जब आपने दोनों brain is made up of 2 hemispheres, the right hemisphere and the left hemisphere, and we'll talk about it. Now, one part of the brain is still the color. It says it's very easy. I can just read it. Yellow, blue, orange, black, red, green, purple, yellow, red, orange, green, black, blue, red, purple, green, blue, orange. This is the analytical part of the brain. This is the logical part of the brain. And now read it with the colors. Okay, great, fantastic. Your answers are telling me how your brain is reacting. All those who are very happy with the right answers, the correct answers, you still are very, very analytical. Your left brain is very active. Left brain says, ये आपको challenge मिला है, आपको challenge solve करना है. We are winners. The right brain is a soft brain. It says, oh, it's not about winning. It's about doing it the right way. Can I do it fast? Can I be honest with myself? Can I be creative? Oh, how about going up and down instead of going sideways? How about going yellow, black, orange, purple, blue, green? How about changing the colors? How about reading it nicely? How about just seeing if I'm good or bad? And ये क्या हो रहा है? Your 2 part of brains are working after many years, perhaps on a task that we have not worked together. And this is where most of us get stuck. It is like making a husband and wife. Again, Mohammed Taib, I think we'll have to, just the annotations there. So he'll have to be put in the chat room, please.
Yeah.
Okay. So because now we have got annotations and we see, I do 6 hours of review every day. So I know how children work, and well, mistake also. So just undo it. It's okay. I can also undo the annotations. But what we're saying is, it's like making husband and wife work in tandem when they have not worked at all. This is a difficult part of it is the challenge that we are saying. Sometimes we have not worked on a creative task together. Husband and wife ने बहुत वक्त से एक ऐसा काम together नहीं किया है. Imagine going on a driving. Have you been driving with your spouse lately? अब तो pandemic में बहुत काम नहीं हो रहे हैं ऐसे. But अब drive करके जाइए और अगर आपको direction पूछना है, so this is a common logic that we know. A common logic says the wife will say रुक के पूछो, and the husband says no, I don't want to stop and ask. There is a beautiful book which says why men will never ask for direction. It is to do with human hormones. It is to do with men never wanting to do that. And that is what we're saying about दो brain को साथ काम कराना is the same way that we are telling ourselves that the brains will not work together. How much do we know about the brain? I love this quote. This quote defines our lives today. So many selfies and so little knowledge of the self. Oh, thank you, sister, for telling. The GPS is the female voice. Right. So because, maybe the Google understood that is only the voice that can keep you calm. And that is what the research says. A mother's voice keeps the child calm. The father's voice sometimes agitates the child. It's a research going on, which is why they keep a female voice. The air hostesses, the stewardess are all female voices. There's something natural about it. It's more to do with fitra. It's the inclination there. इतना आज selfie का ज़माना आ गया है. So many selfies, so little knowledge of self. Let me do a little game again with you and let me see how much do you know yourself. And this is actually a very good game when you ask and do with the spouses. So if husband and wife is sitting together, I actually want to know what will your husband think or what will your wife think. And check and let me know. I will be very happy if you can get it. Would you rather meet someone from the past or meet someone from the present? What would you do? अगर आपको मौका मिलता है कि अभी के ज़माने से किसी से मिलना है या and when I say past, don't go too far away. Most of us will go, in the time of the companions and the people of the generation there. I'm saying past means only 50 years. All right. Only 50 years past, you can go and meet somebody, or you can meet somebody in the present day. Who would you go? And a lot of you are saying past. It says how weak we are connected. I'm not judging you. I would have done the same thing because present we might meet a lot of people, but these are the questions that we ask to know our brains. Very nice. I like the answer saying, all right, another question. This is a more interesting question. It is really a question that will define us. Will you rather not use computer for 1 month or not eat junk food for 1 month? What would you do? 1 महीने तक you will not touch a computer. Okay, we have पास से बाहर आ जाइए. We are going to the present now. Not eat junk, not eat junk, not eat junk. I would be surprised if somebody says not see a computer. We are living virtual life. I will rather, and because it's pandemic, absolutely fine. Trust me, post pandemic also we will say the same thing. You know, these are the digital lives we are living around, and we are willing to forsake junk, which is a very good thing. But for a life that we cannot forsake is something that we are online every time. I am happy. I'm happy if some of you says that not to do both. That's very interesting. Okay, let me say one more. You want to have a lot of money for the future, so saving money for the future, or a lot of happiness in the present. क्या करना चाहेंगे आप? बहुत सारी खुशियां अभी मिल जाए आपको, या बहुत सारा पैसा बाद में आ जाए. All right, interesting, very, very interesting. I'm looking at the answers, and here it is. All right, I can see a lot of money on the future is good. Okay, why not happiness now? Some of you might say I'm very happy already. Present is better than the happiness. Okay, so I'll tell you a very nice story here, and who knows what is happening going to happen in the future. You know, what is stopping you from having the happiness now? When somebody says I want the happiness now, what is stopping you? The idea of earning is what future money is all about, right? If you can't enjoy what is in present, how will you enjoy with more? I'll tell you a small story of the companion Ali bin Abi Talib. Very interesting story, that one day he went to bury somebody, you know, or dafna dete hain, where he buries somebody. And once he buries somebody, he asked a question to all his students. And there were a lot of students out there, and he asked his students, if this man could get up from this grave, what will he do? What will he do? And the students would answer the way you and I answer. They would say, oh companion, oh Ali, he would go and live with his family. He'll do a lot of charity. He will spend his life with a purpose. He would be the best person he can be. And Ali told an answer, and Ali was known for his knowledge. So he said a beautiful answer. He said, this man cannot exit the grave or the graveyard. All of you can. We all can get up from the webinar after webinar. Don't leave now, right now, by the way, right? We all can leave the webinar after 45 minutes, and we can decide what to do with our lives. This is what parenting is all about. If you are not able to spend 1 hour with your kids, if you're not able to, you know, in the pandemic for the last 1, 2 months, 3 months, what is the number of time and what did you do with the children? I'm sure the fact that you're attending a parenting session, you are doing a lot. It's a reminder. Same question again. Will you rather live without your phone for 1 month or live without your hobby for 1 month? And your answer will determine how much we are doing in our hobbies. All right, thank you. 24/7 with the kids and the spouse is interesting. Live without a hobby. All right, so phones, and here I will fall. If I were not to tell you, I would rather forsake my hobby. By the way, reading is not a hobby, right, for me. So ye cheez main aapko, you know, phones have become essentially, I'm happy if some of you say leave without a phone. Doesn't mean mere paas 2 phone hai isliye ek phone mein chhod de raha hu, right? I've got very smart people in the audience also. These are questions that let me do the last one and then go ahead. Now this is a similar question we started with. Let me see if your question and answer changes. Will you rather meet somebody future mein 100 years ke baad or 100 years ke pehle? So we already asked this question, but now the 100 years, how consistent are you? How consistent are you? Are you excited to meet somebody from the future or somebody from the past? And if you're giving different answers, I have a problem with you. But if you're giving the same answer, all right. So no, we're not asking anybody the age, right? So I like life coach Arif. That's a good answer. So you want to go to the past. I'm interested. A lot of us want to go 100 years in the past. Maybe you want to see the heroes we thought of, or look at the wars, or look at the history being made, and maybe try and change the history. But these are just limited questions. What I did, I started using both parts of your brain. I made you think and I made you analyze. Thinking and analyze is what this mindset parenting is about. हमारी जो conversation हमारे बच्चों के साथ है, it does not do the both part. And I will go 3 lessons. आज हम सिर्फ 3 कहानियां, 3 lessons हम करेंगे. Brother Zahid, there are no right and wrong answers. That's exactly what the left brain says. What's the right and wrong answers? That's what education does. आज भी हमारी exams grey में होती है, marks देते हैं. Why is it not about your opinion, your perspective? You know, हमारे बच्चों के साथ जो conversations होती है, it's all about perspective. They are not wrong. They are coming from a different point of view. They are coming from a different perspective. आपके लिए laptop काम है, उनके लिए laptop doodle art है. You see? So the whole idea that we are talking about is we are only saying, are our conversations using both parts of the brain? And these are my 3 stories. The first story is about understanding brain. Very simple concept, that how do I understand the brain? So let me go and tell you a simple case study. Your child is angry, and this is a common case study across, because you did not give her the mobile or allow her to buy the marshmallow or the chocolates. What brain is she using? Right or left? And I told you, right brain is a creative brain, left brain is a logical brain. Hisab kitab, analytical, control. Right is the creative, the logical part. What brain is she using? All right, Abrar, you're right. So no, she's not using both the brains. She's only using the analytical. Mujhe chahiye, matlab chahiye. I want it. This is my absolutely right. It's the left brain. You see, she is using the left brain. Now, what are you going to do? And problem is, we are always have this problem of हम लोग जब बच्चों को भी समझाते हैं तो we getting wrong. Today the best thing, पता है pandemic में education में क्या हुआ है? Today the teacher is facing the students. वरना class board होता था हम back, my back is to you. Today the teacher is watching the students, talking to the students. This is some of the best thing that has happened in the analytics. Really, trust me, there is nothing better than that has happened. Today the teacher is looking at you, so I can say right and this is your right as well. I can say left and this is your left as well. Left brain जो है, left brain analytical है. Your child is using the left brain. What are you going to give? You will give reason. You will give answers. You will give explanation. You are using the right brain, and that is why the clash happens. That is why. अब वो आपसे अरबिक बात कर रहा है, आप हिब्रू में जवाब दे रहे. Israel and Palestine conflict इसीलिए तो हो रहा है, हमारी जुबानें अलग हो गई है. And this is why the conflict happens. Let's say your son said a bad word in public. उसने कुछ खराब बात कर दी, या दो बहन लड़ रहे हैं and somebody said a bad word to one another. What do? Immediately, what do? You react. You immediately snap. You immediately, आप intervene करते हैं and you stop them. Again, now you are using the left brain again. You are giving logical answers and it does not work with logic. It does not work that way. Why am I explaining that to you? Is unless and until you change your language, unless and until you change the way the narration is happening, you will not be able to convince somebody. एक मिसाल आपको देता हूँ. I give you an example that let's say somebody is drowning. Let's say our host today, Faisal, has gone for a swimming pool और वो डूब रहा है. क्या करोगे आप लोग? और फैजल को हमने बताया था कि वहां मत जाना, आप डूब जाओगे. Right? What do you think you will do to Faisal? He is drowning. How many of you will tell me that I will tell Faisal that I told you not to go there? कितने लोग ये करने वाले हैं? You going to tell him, वो डूब रहा है, बोले आपको बताया था हमने. This is a mistake you did. How many of you are going to explain that to your child? Or we do that all the time. Your child wants to complain. Your child is complaining, and we give. When someone is drowning, you jump in the water to save them. Afterwards, the lectures come. ये हम सबको मालूम है. It's a universal rule. Yet when it comes to the child, we immediately give them logic. Pura summary of this program is the only thing I want to give you is the word called dopamine. What is dopamine? Dopamine is us waqt aapka dopamine, it's a hormone in your body which is very, very low. All your child needs, when your child is very angry, and I fight a lot with my youngest daughter Zainab, and sometimes I realize sometimes all she needs is either stay away from me or a lot of my love. No explanation, no logic. So my first lesson to you, before I even go back, yes, RF, dopamine is called the happy hormone. It is called the love hormone. And today, the only lesson, if you can take back from all these stories and small stories that I'm talking about, is please generate more dopamine. So when I and Zainab get fight, my either reaction is stay away from her or give a lot of love, right? And she's somewhere around here. So today the lesson is give lot of dopamine. When somebody is drowning, you jump and save them. You don't give a lecture. Don't do that with your children also. And there you can see in the background, there is someone climbing out there. Let me come to my second story. Second story is relay the stories. Narrate the stories again, because stories are all about us. Stories are what makes us. Have you told the stories to your children? Brain responds to stories. So let me ask you another quiz, a simple question. Which way is the bus moving? Right or left? आज आपको इतनी मैथ सिखा दूंगा right and left में, you'll never get worried, right? Which way is the bus going, right or left? Tell me when and what is your logic. I want to know why are you telling right or left? which way? पहले तो आप decide करें right कौन सा है. All right, thank you so much. The bus is not moving. If the bus has to start, I've got very smart answers and very smart sisters and brothers here. All right, bus can go both ways. Thank you. Dr. Firoz says bus is right. It can go both ways. Brilliant. So I'm not telling you for the bus to go. If the bus has to move, right? So think of this as your child's school bus, right? And I know now all your brains are very active. So bus is not moving is not an acceptable answer. अगर आपकी बच्चे की स्कूल बस है तो कौन सी साइड जाएगी? Right or left is all I'm asking. Oh, okay. Both ways is the answer. By the way, both ways is the wrong answer unless you want to go reverse, right? Bus has to move forward. Which way is forward is my question now. You know, you're right. Better smart answers, better questions, you know, smarter the questions, smarter the answers. The school direction, I'm enjoying that. All right. The school direction, right is always right. All right. Where the school is, there's no school in the lockdown. So where are you going? So thank you for not giving the answers. All right, Uzair, I got the answer. Is either Uzair or your mom, Salma. So I'm getting good answers from you, and this is interesting. You know what? A preschooler was asked this question, and for a preschooler, it was very simple. The bus is going right, and all of you are right. Why right? Can you tell me the answer? Why right? Why right or why left? Wherever you are, tell me the answer. Why? Can anybody tell me the answer? Which way and why? Okay, so if you don't use the transport, you might still know how a bus works, right? We still are looking at a bus working. Okay, because a road for a preschooler, intuition. Oh, wonderful. This is exactly why our brains are not working so well. So thank you so much. Not one answer. Jazakallah. That's the answer I'm looking for. It's the idea of the door. You don't see the door. You only see the windows. The way the door is, the bus is going on that side. So now the bus has to go on the right side because the door is on the opposite side. It's the idea. So the preschoolers were asked the question. They said, we only see the window. So by natural, the door is on the opposite side. That means the bus is going this way. The bus is going on the right. It's the thinking. It's the thinking that we're doing. It's the stories that we are not creating. You are not creating a story of a bus going. We are still looking at all analytical answers. Your answers are witty. Your answers are smart. I acknowledge and I admire your answers. Bus is standing still. The school wave, jis tarah school hai, pandemic mein bus nahi jati hai. My children don't take the school bus. But you are still not telling yourself a story. And stories are what we remember. You know, why do I tell that? Because ye stories jo hain, ye humko darati hai ya hasati hai. Because imagine if, how many of you fear? Some fear. You all have fear, any kind of fear, of phobia. Phobia of a school, of exam, of people, of monsters, of fire, any kind of phobia that we have. And trust me, these phobias of dark. You know this lady called Lina Asher. Lina Asher, right? No, phobia is different from that of the Lord. Yes, thank you so much. So when you say Lord or when you use the word, that is not a phobia. That is something on a different level. We are saying a phobia is, yes, like the of reptiles, of height, of fear. Right? Something that you are so afraid you don't want to face it. That's the kind of phobia. Claustrophobia, an example, or acrophobia of heights. So Lina Asher is a very popular lady. She runs the Kangaroo School Kids. And when on the workshop, she said a very nice story. She said, when I was a small girl and I did something wrong, my father locked me in the bathroom. And in the bathroom, she just locked me for, say, around 10 minutes. For a child, 10 minutes is a long time. It was dark and I was crying. I was knocking. Perhaps my father forgot. He opened me. It was not even 10 minutes at the end. She remembers and she recalls. She said, maybe 5 minutes. But today she said, I have fear of small spaces. I cannot go in lifts alone because this fear came of that one incident. And this is what we are telling ourselves. There are incidents in our childhood when we don't name them, when our children are curious, we scare them. हमने कितनी बार बच्चों को बताया है कि बुढ़ा बाबा आ जाएगा या वॉचमैन आ जाएगा या पुलिस आ जाएगी, and we start being afraid of the people. Exam में, if you don't study, you'll fail in the exam. आज भी हम fail होते हैं, but we have created the fears. That's the brain set, that's the mindset we're giving. They were very curious, and as I always say, when our children went to school, they were full of questions. उनके सवाल बहुत थे. They asked a lot of questions. By the time they finish the schools, they have only full stop. Period. No questions. Why? We told them not now. A child comes and says, one of the best time you can do with a child is when a child comes and says, can I play with you? There can two things you can do with them. Right now, I can't play because I have a webinar going on, but trust me, I'm going to give you a chit. I write a chit. This is called a time chit. I write a time. This is half an hour you can redeem anytime except for two critical time. If I'm in a webinar or I'm not here, except for those times, you can tell me and I will go and give this chit. This is like a time check. The child, the fact that there's a time check, okay, there's a little, all right, it's okay. Someone just by mistake have written down. Faisal, just check the chat. So this is called a time check. And the moment you give this child time check, the child is so relaxed that my parents are with me. My parents are there with me. It was a mistake by somebody on the chat. It's okay. But that is what we're talking about. We are using that example. I'll give you a story now. Your child was curious of the dark. We played dark room together. We wanted to play the monster thing. But one day, and this is one thing happened. Someday, this, please don't do that. आप दरवाजे के पीछे छुप के उनको डराते हैं. That creates a phobia. That creates a little fear. Don't do that. Don't encourage that also. These are the way we are the monsters. There was a beautiful series in Netflix called The Haunting of the Hill House. And I love horror stories. So I watched that entire series, one of the best horror series I've seen, Haunting of the Hill House. And in that it says, the ghosts are things we imagine. Ghosts are people. Ghosts are your phobias. Ghosts are, your fear of interview. Ghosts are your fear of being judged. Ghosts are when internet go off. Ghosts are when I have to live a life and I have to face people. And we have created the phobia. And for the children, when we don't talk about it, आज पैंडेमिक की सिचुएशन है, हम लोग नहीं बात करते हैं. इतनी सारी बीमारियां हो रही, हम नहीं बात करते हैं. Please talk about it so that the children are aware what the situation is. Address the issue. Unless they will go to Instagram, they will go to the friends, and when they get to know, the fear is only exponentially increased. All right. So that's a common case of, say, bullying in the school. A lot of bullying happens. A child did not come and talk to you. A child is afraid. I'll tell you a very, very funny looking example. बड़ा अजीब ऐसा लगता है. Today the mental health practice in हम सब mental health practitioner बन गए. We all are talking about that. There was a young boy in a school, and it's a very, sometimes very embarrassed. ये कहानी बोलने से I'm embarrassed, but trust me, ये कहानी मैंने जितनी बार बोली है, nobody has forgotten this story. So this boy farted in the school. We know how fart is. उसने, and then you can there's a request, so you can do that. So the boy farted, and because he farted, the friends in the school started making fun of him and started calling him Padu. I said, as I'm embarrassed saying that, but it's a real story. This is one of the leading psychologists in Bombay, Professor Harish Shetty. उन्होंने ये कहानी कही. तो इस स्कूल तक महदूद थी, स्कूल तक ये बात थी, लोग उसको चिढ़ाने लगे. The moment he came home, उसकी कॉलोनी के लोग उसको बोलने लगे as the same thing, Padu. This is a young boy when he's being bullied. This is what bullying is looking at. Very innocent looking bullying. And then he went to his family gathering. वहां उसके दोस्त उसको चिढ़ाने लगे. Relatives, his young boys and girls. How did they know? Facebook, Instagram, WhatsApp messages of the family, and nobody addressed it. They all laughed at it. Everybody laughed at the boy. Think of this. This could be your and my child. Right? I've requested Brother Faisal that we can use it. Yes. So, Brother, Ahmed, Jazakallah. So, is this simple farting? He farted and they started creating a name. You pass gas and somebody said, or you burp and they start making you ugly. You smelly. Any kind of name they can be. It could be saying somebody fatty or somebody is, skinny. You can use anything. This boy got so fed up. With this. He went to the top of the terrace and he jumped to his death. One simple incident, one simple case, such a sad case for an innocent looking thing, because we could not speak. I don't want to make you worried. I don't want to take to that level. It is the same thing about facing your phobias. And this is the last session. I said I'm keeping a very light session for all of you. Where are your phobias? Identify your phobias and address it. The second session was tell them stories. Talk about it. उनको बताइए आपकी दुनिया में क्या हो रहा है and what. So we said a lot of phobias. Some of you have cockroach phobias. Most of you have wife phobia, right? Spouse phobia हो सकता है. घर में 3 महीने साथ रह रहे हैं तो हो सकता है. I always say it's not the temperature, it's a temperament. I come from Africa. My wife comes from Antarctica. दोनों की needs अलग है. एक AC बंद कर देता है, एक AC खोल देता है. ये temperature का problem नहीं है, temperament का problem है. It's a mindset problem. If you can't live together, that's where we are talking about it. So your phobias, I'll give you a very lovely story. It's a 3-year-old child story. 2 या 3 साल की बच्ची है. Last year मैंने example दिया था, बच्ची भी बड़ी हो गई, right? So she is, sorry Muzammil, I keep reverting back to Urdu. So the child would have grown up. I told this story last year in one of the Just Books session. So this is a small story, and this is her babysitter Sophia. Suddenly the babysitter has seizure, epileptic, where she has an epileptic seizure, and she was seizing, the froth was coming in, and this was a preschool, a creche. So somebody panicked, they all ran, and then there was a fire brigade bought, and sometimes there is a fire engine into the ambulance for emergency cases. So there was a wee-wah sound of a fire engine which came in to take this babysitter and go away. The principal was proactive. She immediately called the parent. The mother comes in, and the child is constantly crying, and she's saying, "Ee-wo-wo." Iya-woo-woo. What is iya-woo-woo in a 3-year-old language? The principal is not able to understand. The firefighter or the ambulance, and really it was a firefighter who came in, they are not able to understand. And because there was a fire in the school, the babysitter got an epileptic seizure, and she is crying. The child is hysterical, and she's immediately iya-woo-woo, iya-woo-woo, iya-woo-woo. If you are a parent of this 3-year-old child, if your child has seen such a thing, what would you do? How will you address this? And this is the most important incident we can do that. Yes, it is the siren. Yes, absolutely right. What is iya, what is woo and woo? So you decoded one part of it. Woo-woo is the siren. But how do you do? What would most of us do? Perhaps most of us, our approach is, oh, don't worry, forget about it. Let's go get an ice cream. Now the child is even more confused to what happened. And that is what we do most of the time. Some problem happens, and I know a brilliant family, a friend of mine in Bangalore, when they sit, they make the child sit for every business conversation. He says, let my son sit and listen to them. Let them ask me questions. Let them interrupt me. Most of us may not have that. What we'll say? Go away. Go to your room and play. Adults are talking. Grown-ups are talking. And the child is confused. Oh, there are certain things I'm not supposed to listen to. Because we don't go and explain to them. And that is how the phobias grow. The mother did not do what most of us will do. The mother did not come and say, oh, forget it, let's have an ice cream, let me give you chocolate. The mother understood. Iya, that Iya is for Sophia. Iya is Sophia. Sophia, woo-woo. The ambulance came, the fire brigade came, and they took Sophia away. So the mother explained what happened, and the child was so relaxed. The child understood, and child also understood every time something like that can happen, my mother may come. My principal may come, the fire engine may come. And these are the lessons we are learning. So my fourth lesson as I draw out of it is don't ignore the emotions. You have an emotion. When there's an ugly argument absolutely among adults, they will get worried. I'm correct. When especially when husband and wife are fighting, and I'm coming to that part only, that very part, what do? Don't make your child witness it, but please go and tell the child, let's see that as grown-ups, we will fight. You fight with your brother and sister. I also fight with my brother. I fight with my spouses. I fight with people. You fight with people you love. That is what. Emotions are something to be acknowledged, not to be ignored. I'll tell you another story. And I said, no, these are small sessions, small stories. As you're talking about, this is the last of the whole thing. We are combining everything around. It's about a father and the son. The father and son went to a hunting trip. And as they went to the hunting trip, they had a lovely day. They enjoyed it. This is a little younger picture of a child, right? But that's the whole idea. So I have a different picture. Now they are sitting in the car, and as they are driving back, this is a very simple conversation. The father told the son, be careful. This is how the son was, a little grown-up son. So sorry, the older picture. The father told the son, be careful. Don't drive very fast. There are branches. And the branches can hit the windscreen, and the windscreen can break down. The son did not pay heed. He drove fast, and suddenly one of the branch hit the windscreen, and the entire windscreen of the glasses broke down. It completely broke down. It completely shattered. Now the child is completely disturbed. The child is very, very disturbed. The child does not know what to do. And here is a father who did not say a single word to the child, who did not say anything to the child. And the child, they say that my entire journey, the father did not say anything. And it was in the child. And trust me, The boy who narrates the story is now a grown-up father. He says, I still have problems dealing with emotions with my father and my children. One incident. He said, why did my father blame me? Why did my father not get angry on me? Why did my father not criticize me? It's okay sometimes to show your emotions. It's not okay to hide them. The father did not say anything, as if kuch bhi nahi hua. Nothing happened. And that created a problem in the child. He, as a grown-up father, now has a problem dealing with his children. Such a small incident. When you don't hide it, you become this. अरे फैजल एकदम तुम्हारे जैसा दिख रहा है. खाली चश्मा अलग होना चाहिए, right? When somebody in your childhood did not show your emotions, your true emotions, it's right. This is what happens. You become a Kabir Singh. What if the father did not want to demoralize child? Absolutely right. It's not about demoralizing. It is telling the child a spade is a spade. Sometimes we sugarcoat it too much. It's okay. You know, a lot of people think that I never get angry at my daughters. Absolutely wrong. Go ask my wife. I do. But when do you use it? How you use it? How much to use it is very important. Right? So that's the whole idea. That's the only thing we are talking about. Please remember what the triggers are. What are the triggers that we're talking about? Whenever you get angry, these are the 4 action triggers that we're talking about. 4 simple concepts we're talking about called the HALT. H-A-L-T, HALT. What are the 4 things? Remember, these are the times, please control your emotions. These are times you must control your emotions. Other times you should use your emotion. What are the 4 emotions? Hungry, angry, lonely, tired. What are 4 emotions? Hungry, angry, lonely, tired. When you're very hungry, you tend to get very, very irritated. By the way, angry itself is an emotion. When you're lonely, when you're tired. These are the 4 areas. Whenever you talk to your wife, whenever you talk to your husband, you talk to your elders, you talk to your children, please look at these small pointers. Small, brother, sister Yashveen or brother Yashveen, it's okay. I think the host did it. It's okay if your video is off. Please don't harp on it. That's the whole idea. Enjoy and listen to the workshop. That's more focus, right? So hungry, angry, lonely, tired. These are the 4 things that we are talking about. These are the 4 emotions where you need to control when you're talking to your children. But otherwise, it's absolutely okay. Show your emotions. Your emotions are important. So we will, ask you one little question. What superhero shows the emotions when he's angry? Which is that emotion you're talking about? Which superhero am I talking about? All right. So my daughter is shouting the answer to me. So I know the answers that all of you know. It's the Hulk, right? Even Hulk knows when to use the emotion. Even Hulk knows when to have the most powerful emotion. So remember, you don't have to become a Hulk. Hungry, angry, lonely, tired. Remember, that's the kind of emotions you want to talk about. I have a lovely story I shared in the morning. I will tell you and then I'll talk about it. The idea I said, the answer lies in dopamine. Dopamine, I will share the video of a little full video on dopamine I have done. I will share that in the groups that we're talking about at a later stage. So we are talking very simple answers, very simple pointers. When you are angry, channelize your anger, and dopamine is it. Hug it. I know the audience right now, the community, the word is a dua, supplication. As you walk, as you talk, convey the message to your child, educate them, tell them good things. There is a beautiful story of this great scholar called Imam Sudais. Anybody in the field of Hifz knows who Imam Sudais is. A brilliant scholar, right? We don't know that he's educated. He's Dr. Abdul Rahman Sudais. You know him from the Taraweehs, you know him from the Ramadans, you know him everywhere. As a child, Sheikh Sudais, Imam Sudais, Dr. Sudais, Dr. Sudais, whatever you call him, right? He was known to be a hyperactive child. Ek jagah nahi baithta tha. Very, very kinesthetic. He was very mischievous. He would go around, he will talk around, he will go to all the places, he will run around. So what we learned about Imam Sudais was very simple. His mother was getting so tired, was getting so irritated. She said something to him which was amazing. Then as a parent, what do? When you are angry, what do you say? You say, tumko pata chalega. You will get to know the result. You will get to know the consequences. We scare them. The mother did something amazing. The mother told it, I wish, I pray that one day you will have to stand in front of the Kaaba for few hours, not 1, maybe 2, 3 hours, and you will not be able to move because everybody will be watching you. You will have to stand in front of the Haram, the Kaaba, for hours together, and everybody will be watching you because bachpan mein tum itna bhagadodi kar rahe ho. Look at what a mother's dua did. Today, he stands for the Taraweeh for hours together, and this is what a mother does. It's the power of your words. You know, in whatever faith, whatever gender, whatever region you are in, it's the power of the words that you're using. What are the kind of words you're using to your child? When you're angry with your child, then just go and hug the child. The more the angry, trust me, hungry, angry, lonely, tired, the entire crux of my 4 lessons to you was give them good supplication. In Arabic, there's nothing called bad dua. It's good thing. Tell them good. Even if you want to say something else, tell them, if you know your child is jumping a lot, one day you'll become a pilot and you'll have to run a flight for 16 hours, you'll remember your father. Great words, words that can motivate you, words can then make our children well. So these are my lessons to you. You can always reach me, and we are always on the group, so my numbers shared with you, my lessons are shared with you. I end up with one little conversation that I really love so much, that if you want to have, who does not want to have special children? We all want to have this wonderful children. We want to have the best of the children, right? You know, it is said, the story of the mother of Isa alayhi salam, Jesus Christ, his grandmother, right, she wanted to have a child who the world will love. What did Lord do? What did the Rabb do? What did Allah do? Allah did not give a child. He gave her Maryam. Why he gave her Maryam? The reason was, what Allah wanted, what God wanted to do was, first he said that first have a mother who can be an amazing mother, then you will have a child who can be an amazing child. So when you want your children to be brilliant, champions, exceptional, first of all, you have to change yourself. That is what mindset coaching is all about. That is what mindset parenting is all about. Let's become the parents we dream to be. If you want your child to be readers, and that's one of the book I always show, that what you want to do is create good lessons. And thank you so much for so many of you coming and wanting to be part of this session. Hope you benefited, you learned something from today's session, that when you want your child to be great, give them three lessons I can take back. Number one is the power of dopamine. Hug them, love them. Number two, the power of good words, dua, supplication, encourage them. Champions are those who are always visualizing that they are champions. You know, that is what Ibn Taymiyyah says. You taste Jannah twice, one in dunya, one in akhirah. So let them taste the halwat al-iman, the sweetness of iman. That is the second advice. And the third advice we told, do not hold back your emotion. Cry in front of them. As a father and a mother, how, you know, it's a cultural difference. How many of you touch each other, hug each other as spouses in front of your children? Please do that. Touch them, touch your spouse, gift each other. Tell your children that we are buying something for your spouse, for your wife. No, you don't need reasons. Buy a cake tomorrow. You don't need occasions to celebrate. Every day the fact, remember you told me, I will rather be happy now than have a lot of money afterwards. Then do that. So this is what we are saying. Thank you so much. Yes, Arif, a lovely answer from Bangalore. The life coach says that Virginia Satir, a family therapist, says we need to hug 12 times. Oh, wonderful. Make it 24, Arif. I love it. This is a small session we wanted to do. Number one, first of all, congratulations to all the parents who had, you know, enrolled the kids in the life skill sessions, the violet, the blue, the indigo. I know your children more than I know you now. Aapse to meri dosti hai, but I think I know Usman better. I know Umar better. I know Sidra better. I know Sana better. I know Ibrahim better. You know, I know now by name, I know Hafsa, you know, and I thank God they are not like you. They are far better, more smarter. You know, Curie, the sabse chote group, I learned something from the youngest group. I'll tell you, so we can open the floor for question and answers. But I'll tell you, the youngest group, we call them Violet. In the third session, we did some 8 or 9 sessions with them. In the third session, they were so smart, they were muting and unmuting without asking them. And these are your kids, and I'm proud of them. So congratulations. आप लोगों को certificate तो नहीं मिलेगी, but you're great. They're fantastic work. They were not getting irritated. Mothers and fathers were, but they were very smart, very polite. So they have learned some life skill. I hope and I make dua that whatever I taught them benefits them in here and in the world to come after. So you can ask some questions. And today there are 2 announcements. I'll take some questions. Number one, the first announcement is we are relaunching the Hub Schooling program. The program we did, a pilot project in Ramadan, was a very successful program. So please ask us what Hub Schooling is. We have, you know, the first program was an expensive program. We thanks to Brother Faisal and the efforts to him. I must applaud him, Brother Faisal. You have to speak up. It's a project that, of course, I'm doing all the academic support, but he's helming it. And what an amazing brother he is. A great work he's doing. He said we have to be economical, so we made it the entire 3 months. the fees that we charge for 1 month, we made it for now 3 months. So it's close to 5,100. We will do 16 sessions with the children every month. 2 sessions. They're evening programs now. So think of it like an extra life course. If you want to enroll, please do that, and I'll be very happy about it. So this is my first announcement. And second, on the weekend program, a lot of brothers and sisters are wanting to do a faith-based weekend program. Get in touch with our brothers here. Get in touch with me itself. I'll guide you with the curriculum and the program, and I would encourage you to start that. Value education is as important as academic education. I learned something from my ustad, or a mentor I consider very respectfully, Professor Harish Chaudhary. उन्होंने बहुत प्यारी बात कही. He said something very nice. World-class education without good morals will give world-class criminals. World-class education, बहुत अच्छी तालीम, without morals, कोई अच्छा उसके तरबियत नहीं है, कोई अखलाक नहीं है. Without morals will make world-class criminals. जो आज हम देख रहे हैं. If you have no value, your education is no use. So hopefully we'll give a better value all across. Barakallah Feek. Thank you so much for listening. I'll take a couple of questions. Brother Faisal, you have to speak up. Very quick question. There was something on benefit of touching the spouse in front of others. So you see, we take back lessons from one of the greatest hero. So you see, Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam used to kiss Aisha, right? And the fact that he says that, so there is somebody as a witness to it. And number two, he used to proclaim his love for his wife. Looking at the culture today, the way the world is holding hands, proclaiming, it's a very nice incident. Amr bin al-As, as a companion, was very happy. So he said, I'll come to a prophet and ask him who he loves the most. So he said, who do you love the most? And what did prophet say? Aisha. He said, no, fi rajul. In the men, who do you love the most? And did he say Abu Bakr? No, he says Aisha's father. So कभी-कभी बीवी की तारीफ कर देना बहुत फायदेमंद होता है. Right, रहमान भाई, आप भी जानते हैं, मैं भी जानता हूँ. At least, sometimes praising your wife is very beneficial. My wife is watching, so I know my dinner is very secure. And in pandemic, ये बहुत जरूरत रहती है. Right, Amir? All of my brothers out there. But remember, I keep repeating ये 3 चीजें. 3 A's of relationship: acknowledge, admit, and appreciate. 3 A's, very 3 A's. Acknowledge, admit, and appreciate. So please do that to each other. Barakallah Feek once again. Faisal? Okay, yes, Arif says, please go ahead, Faisal. What is hub schooling, and why did you want to push me and dream this one?
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh, everyone. Yeah, the very idea behind hub schooling was that that kids should not be deprived of education due to financial reasons or any other reasons that forces them to be out of school. It could be because of illness or because of remote location. So this idea came to me that they should not be deprived of instruction, lessons, classes. And I proposed this idea to Daud Bhai, and we worked upon it. And inshallah, we'll be starting with hub schooling, as Daud Bhai announced, that we will be starting registration for hub schooling starting today, inshallah. And another idea behind hub schooling is that, as all of you know, and Daud Bhai has already, stressed on this in his many of his talks in the past, that one thing that did not change for the last so many years was classrooms. So this is a great change. This is a great leap. And let me tell you some benefits of hub schooling. Kids here, they get a lot of time where they can go and pursue various other skills. Like, there are some kids who are interested in sports, but they don't get much time after school, and they have only the weekends to pursue their sporting hobbies, or if they want to go for a sporting career, or there are other skills also, like if you want to help in family business. There are many families who are economically not very stable, and they want help from the kids. Now, the children, they are able to understand business when they are about 14, 15 years old, but most of the time they are in school. So this is also an opportunity for them to strike a balance between academics and helping their parents. So a lot of benefits, but of course I am not saying that hub school is better than the normal or conventional schools. it is just an option. It is, for you to choose from.
Correct.
So,
Just wanted to add what Faisal said, that this is not about which is better. It's about education and learning. And I think we need to, what I feel here is, I think expose your children to online classes. If this is only an opportunity to do
your
that.
voice is not
Oh,
coming
okay.
loud.
All right. No, I'm saying that this is an opportunity for them to just understand and enjoy the online classes. Because in 5 years, the classes and the universities will go online. In this, I wanted to introduce this young dynamic girl, someone who loves cat, who's been intermediate German speaker, a fantastic baker. Trust me, isse achhi papa roti koi nahi banata hai, and I've eaten the best ones. Welcome, Kausar Jadwin.
Hi, hello everyone.
Welcome, Kausar, and how are you?
I'm doing great, thank you. Today I'm here to introduce our speaker.
No, Kausar,
Dawood.
I have to introduce you now. So I've already done the whole thing. I have a couple of questions to ask you, Kausar. So 2 questions only.
Yes.
Kausar, tell me about your education journey.
My education journey, at the beginning, it was not very good. I was a kid who got D's and failed a couple of times. I failed a lot of times. But something that I noticed, that I got good teachers in my 5th grade and my 3rd grade. And whenever I had good teachers, I got certificates, not just good marks. I got certificate twice. But then later I started failing. They wanted me to repeat the class, so I decided to drop out. Then I gave my exam privately, NIOS, because of having amazing teachers like you and my aunt and other teachers who taught me. I got good marks. Something that I would never imagine, like 80% is something that I would have not even thought about. So just because of good teachers, I got to learn so much.
No, I'm so proud that this is one girl who I support his parents so much, that they were so courageous. Dropping a child, a bright child like her, out of school is not an easy decision. And she goes and does open schooling. Kausar, also I trust you that you were learning German, right? So
Yes,
what pushed you to learn German? I mean, besides children finish the schools and they don't know one extra language, and you learn this amazing language. How and why?
Okay, so my main learning new languages is always fun. Okay, first I didn't know what exactly German is, but then I thought that I want to do horse training. I want to learn how to train a horse. So for that, the best horse training institutes are in Germany, and I wanted to go there. So when I started learning German, it was just for that purpose. But then I started liking it. There's so much. It's confusing, and at the same time, it challenges you. It's a little difficult, but it takes time. But it's fun. Okay, so that is what is making me learn more.
I'm so proud. By the way, my daughter is a fan of Ertugrul, and I told her that Turkey and Germany had great relationship. If you want to study the Islamic scriptures in Turkish, you have to go to Germany. So you are one step. One last question, Kausar. How were your parents in this whole journey? How supportive were your parents? And who was a bigger influence, your mom or dad? Or your sister?
Okay. So I'm going to be totally honest with you. In the beginning, my mom used to get angry at me when I used to fail. Okay, she used to get angry like any other parent would. But my father, he was very calm about it. He was like, okay, next time do well. He didn't push me that much. He was like, okay, she will do well. He tried teaching me with different methods. I used to fail in maths. He used to try and teach, but still, because of all the school stress, I did not do well. But at the end, I finally told my sister that the things I have been dealing with, the teachers always, school teachers always pressurizing me, not looking after me well. So she told my parents, and they were very supportive about it. They were like, "We need to do something. We can't let this keep going on. It's going to destroy me." And that was right. I was getting very sad and depressed. So that is what made me come out. And ever since I came out of that shell, I have learned so much that I hadn't learned in my entire school life. Just 2 years, I learned so much.
So I love this, and by the way, Kausar, if you're, आपकी अम्मी ने अब्बा की marksheet देती होगी तो कभी शादी नहीं करते. So if she had seen the marksheet of your father, so it is not about marks that define you. It is what she says. Opportunities are here. And this is a young, brave girl who did open schooling, and she's doing multiple things. This is what I want to ask all of you. take chances, encourage your children to learn new things, ask them to interact. On online is a new platform. So I hope to hear more from you, inshallah. Your questions, maybe you can take it on the stage. Jazakallah for being here. Over to you, Faisal, and we can conclude the session.
Yeah. So, does anyone have any question?
We can
regarding
take 5 minutes and
schooling,
we'll conclude.
schooling,
Everyone's been very patient.
and any doubts you may have. And by the way, I just wanted to mention, Daud bhai, I was reading somewhere that the government of Singapore has made online classes mandatory for all the schools, even before the pandemic.
Okay. I think
They have, yeah. So, yeah, as per the government, all the schools are required to have online live streaming of their classes, so that if a kid is not able to attend class due to any reason, then they can do that from their homes.
okay. This is good. So there's Abrar who's asking a question. There are different age groups for that, and you can always, we'll send you the details about how it works. Probably you can drop a message. Faisal, you can write down your number or the email address, and the poster has it. So if you have seen it in the Iman parenting group or the life skill group, we'll share that with you. But once again, thank you so much. And today's session was as much about introducing and launching Hub Schooling. We need a lot of your support, your duas, your encouragement, because we're trying something new. And I dream of creating a community where we can learn a lot. Today, the best thing has happened to us in the pandemic is we are all become, there's concept of world is flat. Ab jahan bhi ho, we can talk to one another. We will share all the details about it. And you can ask us individually in the messages also. Thank you once again for all of you being here.
You can check the website, Hubschooling at hubschooling.com.
You can write that also, and we can put it. Yes, Rahman bhai, I will put it in the WhatsApp group as well. So hope to see you again with some more quizzes and some more sessions. Until then, everybody, Assalamu alaikum and Jazakallah. And thank you so much for being here. Is that all, Faisal?
Yes, Daud bhai, Jazakallah khair. Thank you very much, everyone. Assalamu alaikum.
So nice to see all of you here. Barakallah feek. Assalamu alaikum.